Alright, we're going to work our way through this practice test page by page here. So the first page, we've got this sequence shown. It says describe the pattern. You do not have to describe the pattern exactly like everybody else. You can either describe it based off of the picture, or sometimes people kind of look at the number and know what's happening. So if you're more of a number person, you might say that each has 4 more dots than the one before it had. So you could put that down. Or you could describe it more based on the picture, which is what I'm going to do. So you could say that each figure has 1 more dot that's added to the branch. So 1 more dot added to the end of each branch. And then when you get to drawing the next couple here, we essentially just want to take this picture and we just want to add a dot to each of these branches, and that'll give us the next one. So I am going to take that picture here and use my technology a little bit, so you'll draw this exact thing that you see up here, and then you're just going to add a dot to each of those branches. And it says draw the next 2 figures, so that's the next one. And then with this one, we take our picture that we had there with the 1 added, and we're going to add another one onto that. So it should look something like this. Yours might not look as nice, so it's understandable. Okay? And then write a numeric sequence. Sometimes people see this and they're not sure what it's saying. Think about the word numeric. Numeric would be number. So we want to write the numbers that go with the sequence. And it says to represent the first 5 figures. So make sure that you're underlining those things and noting those things, because you don't want to just list a couple and then get points off, even though you know how to do the problem. So when we're looking at the numbers that go with this, we're talking about the number of dots. So this first one has 5. And then when you go to the next one, there's the 5 that are in here, and 1 dot got added to each of the branches, so it's going to be 4 more, so it's going to be 9. And then this one's the same picture we just saw, except for adding 4 more dots to the outside, so that one should be 13. So we can start listing these. The first one's 5, and then comma 9, and 13. And you can kind of see a pattern here. That one's going to have 13 and then 4 more, so we've got our 17. And then the last one here for the 5 would be 21. Okay, so that's question 1. Then these here, very similar to what we just did in part C. So for part C, we were writing the numbers here. Here we're just given numbers, and it says write the first 5 terms. So make sure that you're writing terms down as you go. And it tells us the first term is 8. So you want to start with 8. You don't start doing stuff until you write down that first term. And then the common difference is negative 1.2, and it's arithmetic. It's kind of giving you both of these. If you see common difference, it's going to be arithmetic. And the common difference is what it's either adding or subtracting. So with this one, the common difference is negative 1.2. That means it's going down by 1.2 each time. So we're just subtracting 1.2 at each step. So the next one would be 6.8, and then 5.6, and then 4.4, and 3.2. And then when we move down to this one's geometric. And when you see common ratio, it should be geometric. Common ratio is what you're multiplying by each time. So our common ratio is 5. And the first term is 3. So we want to start by writing the 3 down. And then we start using that common ratio. So you multiply by 5. If we multiply by 5, we get 15. And you can use your calculator if you need to. This one we take 15, times it by 5, and we get our 75. And then just keep multiplying by 5 keep the last couple here.